Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian, and we got another movie to talk about.
Movie night.
Movie night.
Boys' night.
It's the point of our show.
And this week we're talking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
The holiest of grails.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
24 miles per hour.
It's approximately 11
Approximately
meters.
24
If we're talking
miles
about a
per
European swallow, it's approximately 11 meters per second.
And he looked it up.
Yes, I did my research. Of course I did my research.
Of course.
Now, if we're talking about an African swallow, I don't know.
So what are some of your favorite moments in the movie?
Well...
Wow. Hashtag young again.
Hashtag Yanni boy.
This last episode, we weren't even 5 minutes in, and he's freaking yawning.
Every time we start this, 5 seconds in, I yawn immediately. I do this every single time. It would help if we didn't record it at midnight.
Oh, sorry.
My favorite part was probably, there's two real spots that I liked, but I like the very beginning when they're singing about the Knights of the Round Table and it cuts to that prisoner whose chain is up clapping.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite part. It's everyone's singing and he's like, yeah.
This
He's
is
chained and hanging there. I love that so
I can
much.
already tell that this episode is going to be all over the place because if any of you out there has ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail,
The movie's all over the place.
the
What do you
movie
want me
is
to do?
all over the place, and this episode is just going to be a bunch of quotes thrown together from that movie because, man, it is full
That's
of them.
all the movie is.
That's all
It has
the
to
movie
be.
is.
There was just a bunch of amusing scenes. I like how they kept referring to it's the old man from scene 24.
Yeah.
They literally-
Or just scene 24 in general.
Yeah, right.
I love the running joke where
my
everyone's like,
favorite-
he's dead, and he's like, actually, I'm
not
all right.
quite
I'm
dead.
not quite dead.
I'm getting better.
I'm getting better.
I like- he's
You're not fooling anyone, you know.
Don't worry, I will come and avenge you. I think I can actually follow you. No, you should not do that.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I guess I'll just wait here. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that the show, our podcast is already a little bit all over the place because we watch a movie and then talk about our highlight favorite
Of
parts of it.
course.
So we're already spoiler warning off the top, and then already gonna just go all over the place. But this movie's so all over the place. But probably my other favorite part was, again, toward the very beginning, where he's like, the violence inherent in the system is coming. Help! I'm being repressed! I think help, I'm being repressed is my favorite line. He's like, do you guys see it? It's the violence that's inherent in the system. Help! I'm being repressed!
You saw it, didn't you?
Oh man, there's one thing that I noticed.
That character is my favorite character. I think in anything, he's like, I'm the king. We don't have a king, right? We're an an autonomous society, right?
Yeah.
He starts going off. It was so.
Autonomous collective.
Yeah, we're an autonomous collective here. I didn't vote for you. We don't vote for a king. Well, I don't think that's how that should work.
I realized on my second viewing of that how many roles the lead characters of the movie, they play extra roles that I never knew about watching it the first time. I looked back on it now, seeing it again. It's how long was it? Probably 4 or 5 months ago we watched it the first time.
Yeah.
It has been a while since I've seen it again.
The main characters play other roles?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's the guy who reads the Bible from the holy hand grenade scene is Sir Galahad. I just saw him and I was like, hey, wait a minute.
I didn't notice that.
Exactly.
No.
It's little stuff like that.
They like different makeup on
the
them.
three-headed knight, the head in the middle was Arthur. Arthur, yes, King Arthur.
I did notice that.
Yeah, and then there's a couple other times where they played a little bit like that, like the what was his name? The Brave, Sir
Robin.
Robin the Brave.
Them singing about him running away was probably so funny.
He plays the lead pastor that tells them to read the Bible. You see his face, and I was like, I think I recognize that guy. And then of course, Sir Robin wasn't there, and then of course, the next scene.
There he was.
The pastor was dead, but then now here's Sir Robin. I was like, what?
I like how
it's so
as
funny.
soon as the reporter it said a historian or something like
Yes,
that.
yes.
As soon as he got murdered, I just kept cutting to more and more cops showing up. Oh man, I thought it was so because it cut to the next scene and they're like, and the cops were feeling for a pulse, and I was like, wait, what? Oh man, was it?
There's so many wonderful character names.
Yeah,
like the guy right here is just referred to as old man from scene 24, like you said before. But there's I didn't know this, but the lady in the in the scene where he says, "Old crone, is there anywhere in town where I can buy a shrubbery?" Her name in the movie is Old Crone, to whom King Arthur said knee.
Old crone to whom King Arthur said knee.
And I was like, what the?
That's perfectly descriptive because you know who he's talking about.
Of course. There's no denying it.
Yeah.
No more.
No more. Oh, well, they keep saying it. Oh, I just said it. I've done it again. It's 3 times now.
The character you're referring to, Ethan, is Dennis. And King Arthur says, "Old woman," and Dennis says, "Man." And King Arthur says, "Man, sorry. What knight lives in that castle over there?" "I'm 37. "What? I'm 37 years. I'm not old."
Oh yeah,
So
dude.
Yes.
My favorite character. Old woman. I'm a man. Help! I'm being repressed. Oh man, that was so good. Of course, you can never forget the age. Like I've never seen the movie before today, but I still knew about the holy hand grenade line. You can't forget that one. You can't.
Oh my gosh.
3 is the number that you shall count, not 4. And 2 shall not be the number you count, excepting when 3 comes shortly after.
5 is right out.
5, right out. Now that you've counted to 3, that being the 3rd number.
To which you have counted.
What was he said at the very end? throw it at your foe, for which who God has deemed shall snuffeth.
Yeah. I want to see if let me find that one. Can I find that
also,
one?
what did he say to throw it to? He said something like
To lobest.
lobest the hand grenade. Lobest the hand grenade.
It's so dumb.
I think also Sir Lancelot being arrested was pretty funny as well.
Dude.
He fell down. You're like, "No, Lancelot," and then next to you see him, he's like, "Oh," and they're like patting
No,
him down.
he makes it across the bridge.
Oh, he did. Okay, I didn't know.
He's like besides Arthur and
He was the first one. What I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the first one across the bridge. I was thinking, other guy.
Oh my
What's your
gosh.
favorite color? Blue. No, wait, yellow. Ah! Oh man.
Here we go. Ready?
What?
Let's see if I can't find it.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it was funny.
Oh, hold on.
a comedy.
Yes, and it has that perfect. Oh my god! I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. It's not working.
It's got that perfect.
It's got that perfect like British humor, kind of slapsticky, kind of weird, goofy thing, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
Is there any other Monty Python movies?
Oh,
I
dude.
should watch because this is the one I've heard the most about. But
Oh yes.
is there not?
We'll definitely have to put the other ones on the watch list,
Yeah,
as well as
for
like
sure.
the TV show too.
Yeah. There's a TV show.
Yeah.
Raise the hand grenade
Okay,
up on
King.
high, saying, "O Lord, bless this thy hand grenade, that it thou mayest blow thine enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy." And the Lord did grin, and the people did feast upon the lambs, and the sloths, and the carps, and the anchovies,
Yeah.
and the
orangutans.
orangutans.
And the orangutans. So skip a few. Brother, skip a few.
Skip a bit, brother.
I just like that when you look up one of the top quotes, one of the ones that's said the most often is King Arthur saying, "Run away! Run away! Keep running!" Yeah.
And the Lord spake, saying,
spake.
First thou take out thy holy pin, then shalt thou count to 3, no more, no less. 3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of the counting shall be 3. 4 shall thou not count,
Yeah.
neither thou count 2.
Yep.
Excepting
Followed by 3.
excepting that thou then proceed to 3. 5 is right out. Once the number 3.
Look, that rabbit's got a vicious streak a mile wide. That's probably another good line. If you
Once
ask
the
me.
number 3,
He's a killer.
being the 3rd number, be reached, then lobbest thou thy holy hand grenade of Antioch towards thy foe, who, being naughty in my sight, shall snuff it. Oh my gosh, man, so great. I
How
love
could
it.
a 5-ounce bird possibly carry a 1-pound coconut?
What if they were tethered together?
What if they were oh, no.
What,
no.
using a string of tree branch?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was a solid. There's also one point in the movie where, like, right after they cross the bridge, like, right toward the end, too, where it just says intermission, and you guys both just like, oh, okay, get up. And I was like, wait, what? He was like, yep, I'm going to get some drink. And I was like, no, what? Wait, stop. When you have to do something like that in a movie, you pause the movie, and they're like, no, it's an intermission. I'll be back. And I was like, wait. And then you got up and left. I was like, wait, no, it's back on. You were like, wait, no, that was the intermission. I was like, no, that's not how movies work, man.
In the 70s, they do.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just get up and get out of here.
That was funny.
My favorite character, I think, of course, every character in this movie has a great personality and is really great, but is Tim the Enchanter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
That rabbit's got a vicious streak a mile wide, man.
There are some who call me
Tim.
And it's like
Tim.
he's just throwing explosions everywhere.
I made the joke. I was like, it feels like me every time I learned a new spell in Skyrim. I'm just over here just blasting crap out of nowhere just for the hell of it. And I'm like, what is going on?
I used to just like fist road out all the utensils off the table and the white run.
That feels like Tim the Enchanter.
Yeah,
if you ever seen
that's
it.
very Tim the Enchanter energy. Just like all these utensils, be gone, just off the table, flying across the room. And if you don't hit anybody, they don't care. If you hit someone, they'll try to kill you. But whatever, it's fine. But it was a funny movie. Like I said, I don't really have as much to say about it as like The Breakfast Club because it was just a comedy. So it was just a funny movie to watch and enjoy. But it was a classic that I needed to watch. I was surprised by how much I'd already heard of or seen because it's such a classic and I've seen so many memes of it and stuff. I was kind of surprised how much I'd seen. There was a lot of funny scenes that I hadn't yet. Yeah. But there are many
Easter eggs in games that refer to that that movie. One of them being obviously the rabbit. The bunny in Minecraft, but there's also there was another one I could have swore that was in there that the Holy Hand Grenade. We used to play a game called Worms, and it was like a...
Those were so strong, too, the Worms games. Mm-hmm. And we don't have to act like they don't know what it is. Those games are super popular. Worms.
Yeah, there was a...
Big worm.
There was a PlayStation 2 game. I forgot what it was called.
3D.
Oh, yeah.
Worms 3D.
Yeah, you're right.
That one? The 2D ones were apparently better, but the 3D one was still fun.
I liked that one a lot. And that was a thing you had in the game. There was destructive terrain. And whenever you would lob it, it'd go, hallelujah.
Bang!
And boom! And when it would blow up, it was one of those weapons you had to be careful with in the game.
Always murk yourself.
Dude, you would knock out so many of your own guys. Mm-hmm. And, like I said, destructible terrain. So those parts where if you weren't careful, you would just...
drown your homies.
Or be stuck on, like, a secluded little bit of land that you're like, how am I going to get off this thing?
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because you didn't count to 3. 3 was not the number with which you were counting. You did not cross the third number.
5 is right out.
I like how you said 1, 2, 5, 3, 3, and then I was like, "That's not 5 is right out." I thought you heard this. 5 is right out.
The continuous joke at the end there, where he's like, "We have to answer the 5 questions."
He cannot distinguish between 3 and 5.
Yeah, I like her immediately after he throws the grenade. Yeah, he forgets to distinguish between 3 and 5. Now, once you answer his 5 questions, 3 questions every time. He can't distinguish anymore.
Oh my gosh, man!
So.
It's a good movie. To all of you out there that haven't seen it before, you've
probably seen more of it than you think.
It shows
the meme culture you've seen.
Oh, of course. It shows its age a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, it was made in 1975.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have guessed the 80s, like the rest of our binge has been.
Yeah.
I would have guessed it. It was pretty well done. I think all the sword fights were amazing. How you see the sword tap him and it like jump cuts and the arm's gone. Those were all really funny because they can't do much else. But yeah. So what's next on our list then? What's next movies to watch? I guess
that is something we need to look at.
Watch the movie about the Black Knight.
Oh really? Well, that's
how
the
he
next,
always triumphs.
Wait, what?
The next? I mean,
Black Knight.
You mean like the Batman movies?
No, dude. The Black Knight from the Monty Python
movie we just watched.
There's a movie about him?
No.
I was
I wish there was.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm lost here. You just witnessed me get ran around a little bit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other movies.
I'm trying to pull up the list right now.
Watch list.
I know we have a couple that we need to see. I know I mentioned.
I'm starting to think that's what we should have gone with for our name.
What?
The watch list.
The watch list?
I mean, technically, that's kind of what it is. We're not going to change the name, but that's kind of what this is. This is the watch list because people have a list. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna text
That
some
would've been
homies.
funny.
Maybe we should.
We're on a watch list.
It's too late to rebrand. Well, actually,
We're too weird.
Is it too late to rebrand? Everybody listening, is it too late to rebrand? Are we
No,
the watch list?
I think if anything else, we'll just call whenever we actually watch a movie, we'll just call it the watch list, and then the podcast is still just the aftermath.
Yeah, that still works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the watch list is like a series.
Yes, exactly.
The aftermath is just like a podcast.
Episode 1 of the watch list.
Yeah, right. In that case, the previous episode would be episode 1 of the watch list. What just dripped on me? What the? I think the vent just dripped on me. Something cold hit my hand.
No, I just spit on you from all the way across the table.
From the right side. From the right side of me, you spit on my left side.
Yes.
Impressive.
Yes.
Almost
So
as
there-
impressive
good
as the
aim,
knights
that
who
one.
say neat.
Oh
Nee.
no!
Nee.
Stop!
Nee.
How dare you?
I just like how they kept saying it and scaring themselves. Oh, he said it. Oh, no, I've said it. I've said it again. That's the third time. That's three
That's
times
three
I've
its.
said that word. Like, it's like,
And I love how
this guy's torn.
And I love how, again, just mere moments before that, he talks about the fact that he's like, how can we say it if we don't know what it is?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to think, like, what's a
This
couple other...
this
what's
list
the-
that we have is a whole lot.
There's like a lot more that have been recommended to me. What's
Oh, I
something
know.
else on the watch? Like another old 80s movie, like 84, or like the top is.
Rambo.
Rambo. I've never seen Terminator.
So we've already had an episode on the Terminator
That was our
and
first
RoboCop.
episode.
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't here for the first episodes.
That's all right, Sean.
Well,
That's okay. How about you listen to our episode on the Terminator?
no.
So there's a whole lot on here that I think.
But like, I'm trying to think of other ones that were there because I've never seen Terminator, Rambo. I haven't seen
Die Hard.
the original. I've seen Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
It's a Christmas movie. We've been over this. Yeah, I'm thoroughly on this one. There's one Harry Potter movie that I've still never seen.
Only one.
Yeah, there's one. Like we watched the whole series whenever you made me in high school, and I enjoyed it.
Right.
But that was like on something, and we didn't have the disc for that one in the middle. The Order of the Phoenix.
we never finished.
We finished all the movies. We just had to skip Order of the Phoenix, and I've still never seen Order of the Phoenix.
I don't remember watching. Like I remember that's as far as we got, and we didn't continue.
In that case, we didn't continue, but that was a marathon on TV, and I've seen the rest of them.
Oh, you bitch!
I've seen all of them. Again, I'm pretty sure we saw all of them together, but I've seen all of them. The problem is Order of the Phoenix is where I haven't seen, because it didn't show up on the series on TV, and we didn't watch it together. So I've never seen Order of the Phoenix still, which, I mean, whatever, I guess. It's one red.
I've only watched one with you guys, and I can't remember which one it was.
It was the Prisoner of Azkaban, I think.
That's the one that's always on TV, I feel like. Every time,
Yeah.
every time, like,
Yeah.
TV's, like, I don't even have cable anymore. Every time TV's on, wherever I'm at, I'm like, oh, it's that
the
one.
Prisoner
again.
of Azkaban.
Yeah, it's
For
no,
some reason.
No, it's not Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, very
Yeah.
specifically. It's always
Yeah.
that one. It's like they just play that one on loop.
So
Very popular.
I mean, it's not a
I
bad one. It's
evidently-
the spookiest one. It's the one that seems the most Halloweeny. The rest of them are Christmas movies.
I think this.
Prisoner of Azkaban is the only one that's like, ooh, spooky Halloween vibes. The rest of them, Christmas movies.
Spooky, scary.
Spooky, scary, wizard.
So I have a question. This is going to be very off topic from what you guys are talking about, and it may play into something. I'm not saying this is what I want to do, but we've already talked about this, and I want a second watch of it real bad. How many episodes are in Cowboy Bebop?
I don't even know anything about that show. I've been told to watch it though.
Yeah.
The Goonies, that's one.
Yes.
The Goonies. I've seen the end of it somehow, but that's the only thing I've seen. I don't know what's going on.
I've never seen The Goonies either.
So that's it. The Goonies is one we need to watch.
Okay.
The Princess Bride.
Hold on. Quick.
That's one.
That's a good one. I don't have that one.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why you asked me. I don't have a good memory.
Oh,
My guess
I
is
thought you-
26.
26?
Yes.
Because, buddy, I want to make a small mini-series on the podcast about that show,
The Bebop Zoop.
the Bebop.
There's two more here that I found that aren't on the list other people made for me, but these are just things that I found and looked up.
Yeah.
Because the ones on the list that, like I said, people sent to me, Princess Bride, The Goonies are two that are on there. But
You over here
Two-
lying to me like you ain't got no good memory.
What?
You nailed it. He's like, I have a bad memory. He's like, I don't know, maybe 26. Nailed it on the head. Sorry.
there's two here. Tron, I've never seen, and
The original Tron?
and My Neighbor
Yes.
Totoro, I've never seen.
There's a whole list of Ghibli movies we need to watch.
Well, we do need to see like Studio Ghibli. We do, but like
I've already seen
My Neighbor Totoro is the one that everyone knows. So I need to start with that because I've seen a couple with you before. Whoa,
I wouldn't start with My Neighbor Totoro personally.
but it's a classic. that I've been told
It's
to
a good
watch.
one, But out of all of them that I've seen so far, not my favorite one. I will say.
Well, if we want to start for newer ones, we can. But
that one's a cute one, and it's soft and it's nice.
It is good.
But I like, you know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the name of it.
Well, how am I going to know
Good
what you're
job.
talking about if you
Good
don't know what
job.
you're talking about?
You know, the first one you ever showed me.
Princess Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke. I couldn't think of the name of it. I knew it was a princess. Love that one. Oh my gosh. It was such a good one. Very weird. Again, we won't get into details here.
Not even weird, just good.
Well, it's good. I'm saying there's like some parts about it that I'm like, I've watched the rest of the Ghibli films with you, and out of all of them, that's kind of stands out as one that's a little different. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways.
Anyone else would agree.
But again, what was some of the other ones we watched that were really good? Nausicaa.
Of the Valley of the Wind.
This was a big one.
Howl's Moving Castle. That needs to be our first one.
Howls.
Howls.
Yeah,
Howls. Oh, whatever. Sorry, I'm thinking of Harry Potter again.
Harry Potter in the Deathly Moving Castle. So this was a big one actually.
Movie.
This was a big one actually, and one of the few that I've seen.
Lord of the Rings and the Phantom Menace.
Lord of the Rings and the Journey to the Center of the Earth. So this is a big one that
Harry Potter
this is one of
and How I Met Your Mother.
right. That technically is how that story goes. That's how
bad.
that story ends,
Dang.
and you know
real
it too.
bad.
That's how that story ends. Okay?
I haven't seen Harry Potter, but I feel spoiled.
So this is one of the probably the only ones that I've seen that Ian hasn't seen all of yet, but I think we should probably do next, even though it's a bigger series, is all the Back to the Future movies.
I have not. I don't think I've seen.
I don't think
Back
that
to the Future one in its entirety.
I don't think that we can reasonably watch one, do a podcast, and then watch the do a podcast because they all are like to be continued and then to be concluded. I think we have to watch all three of them and
the
review
whole
all
series.
Because it's really good in one sit down. It's just
I can't just watch the first one.
No, because it's like a cliffhanger basically. Yes. It's like a good movie, and then you're like, oh no, they have to go back to the future. Hence and you're like, what happens next? And you just watch the next movie.
And then you find out.
It's kind of like Harry Potter. Like you can't say like, oh, I'm going to review a Harry Potter movie. Like more than likely, people are like, I'm going to review the series.
Well, that's actually what I was planning on doing for some movies, but okay. Not Harry Potter. I don't want to talk about Harry Potter.
Me neither.
Personal opinion.
No, I don't either. It's fine. But
what I was talking about is at least just watch the first one and get a good idea for it.
I think that I don't think that you like just can. Like it's best to talk about the whole series and what you thought of it in your first sit down when you watch all three of them. Even if we don't do it in one sit.
I guess I just have I'm going into it with bad preconceived ideas because I've heard that the second and third movie are not as good.
Really? I think the whole series is what you need. You can't just watch one movie.
I was told that it goes down in quality. First one's the best, second one's all right, third one don't watch it, is what I was told.
Really?
The first and second ones are my favorites.
I watched all three of them in 2015 because it was 2015, and I thought they were all great. I think that, the first one was like the best because it's like the intro of the series. It's good, but I think they're all great. I didn't know that people disliked any of them. I thought they were just all classics.
I don't know why. But again, there definitely are some unpopular opinions about the third one, apparently.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what those are. I think we should watch them, and we should make you forge your own opinion by watching all three of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Well, let's put that on the back burner if it's going to be 3 movies long, because I think it should be done. I think it should be done immediately.
Okay.
Immediately. Effective immediately. Watch all the Back to the Futures.
It's not that it's not like we're sitting down and watching all the Lord of the Rings movies. Like they're shorter than that. So it's not like a very long sitting.
I know.
It's a one fun day off thing.
Yeah.
I would enjoy it.
Cool. Well, we'll do that. And like I said, we'll plan for it. I would like to watch another one though. We talked about the Goonies.
Yes, that's it.
What's another one we can watch? Do you have the Goonies?
I do.
Yeah,
okay,
so
we
can
put that on the list.
Noticed it. Yeah.
I also never watched Indiana Jones, the original one, and I was told that's a good one.
I need to get those still.
Okay, so it doesn't have that one, so we can cut that off the list.
Those are solid. No, wait, leave it on the list.
Well, yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about I'm trying to prepare for our next 2 episodes here.
Oh, okay.
So what can we conceivably do in the next week or so? You know what I'm talking about? I was told to watch John Wayne. A lot of John Wayne movies, or I'm not sure if that's how that's said.
Yes.
Forrest Gump, never seen it.
What?
Never seen it.
I don't know if I've seen Forrest Gump either. I don't know.
Oh,
I know one that we found that we listed. It was Good Morning Vietnam.
Yes.
That we should watch.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
It's
and
good.
I think that we should, just because of the
of the Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams. I almost called him William Robbins.
I was told
Just
that
because of my homie. We need to watch that one.
I should watch Ready Player One by some people.
I was told that the book was good, but the movies suck.
Yeah, same.
Now, again,
Like-
you can't know until you see it, so maybe I should watch it still, but I was told that the book was good and the movies suck.
People say I've heard the same things, but I've also heard that even the book isn't that great.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Dang.
dude, it's
Too much of a
basically
nerd
just-
out?
I mean, pretty much.
Too much
It's
of a
like,
nerd
hey,
out.
I've seen the movie.
That's what
Or
I've heard.
remember
that.
this?
I think one of my old bosses at a different job was like, basically the whole book is, hey, I know that, the book. It's just like, it's for nerds
Yeah.
who like want to feel like they're unique, but all of us are
Here's-
nerds that have seen these things, so it's like kind of,
Here's two that I recently was told about that I added to a list, like way down at the bottom.
I
Was-
dripped on again. The AC is dripping.
Was The Truman Show.
I
I've only ever
don't
seen
even
like,
know what that is.
I've only ever seen like half of it, or like the last bit of it.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a what is that guy's name? Tim.
It's a great
no,
question.
not
What
Tim.
is that guy's name?
I can't remember the main actor, Jim Carrey. I said Tim.
Tim Carrey.
Anyways, sorry. And then Fight Club.
I've never seen Fight Club. I
never
want to
seen
see
Fight
that one
Club.
too.
I know all the-
one.
Never talk about Fight Club. So there's a couple of movies
What
on
was,
here.
was that rule number like 5? If your opponent goes unconscious, you stop
It
fighting.
was rule number 3.
You haven't seen the movie and you know these things?
No, I was making a joke about. I was making a joke about it. The episode we just made. We just talked about
Yeah, sorry, yeah, 3.
Monty Python, the Holy Grail. You said rule number 5, and I was like, it's actually 3.
3. Yeah, you should have said 3.
5 is right out.
5 is
Right-
right out. Yeah. I think we should do next we should do like The Goonies or Good Morning Vietnam, I think. That'll be a good next episode.
Yeah.
Too. Just cuz Good Morning Vietnam seems like a really cool and that would be funny and kind of a good transition.
Either one is fine with me.
You got to do
He
okay,
just
man?
he just big chokey on his spray.
Shut up.
Big
Shut up. I need to keep my image.
He
Yeah.
dwank his sprute and now he's choking.
Gross, man.
On that note, thanks for listening to the. Oh man.
Don't
So,
end on my fucking death. What are you doing?
How many other Monty Python movies are there?
That we want to watch.
There
Yeah.
is the meaning of life.
Wow, that sounds deep.
And let's
It's Monty
see.
Python. You know it's not.
Of course.
I want to say
Hmm.
Can you not remember the other movies?
I can't.
Python would be displeased.
I'm big stupid. I can't.
Cool.
I'm not smart enough to be on a podcast.
I didn't ask if you were smart enough. You
You
just
are-
got co-opted.
You're our resident expert.
Oh boy.
You are the resident- I
I've made no
forgot.
such claims.
I know you
You're
have.
throwing me under the bus.
Welcome to the podcast. We've got Dylan, the cultured one here.
Yeah.
He has seen all movies.
No.
I realized right now that you have on this list a silent voice, and I never noticed it.
You fool.
And now that I have,
I've-
wow,
I've never even heard of that.
Big fool. Oh, it's
it
Mm.
sticks with you.
it's a sad one.
Mm.
Big sad.
I like the big sad.
Perhaps not as sad as hamburger.
Haha, yay, another meme that I don't get. Knee
You
slapper.
will though. You will. That's the point.
A meme that I don't get, they're deliberately leaving me out of until I do get it, which I'm not going to get till later on this year at Christmas time.
Not willing to wait that long, Sean.
That was
No or never.
that was the definition of a seething hatred, I believe.
Oh my gosh, man! I never felt that much.
Oh, I have
Angst.
before. I totally have.
Man, that's funny.
All right. Well, I think
Okay,
what,
so
what
we
should we
have
agree on for the next episode? You think the Goonies,
Goonies.
or okay, the Goonies?
Goonabooze.
So we got-
Goonabos.
We got the Goonies, and
And
then
what
we
about
got
episode after that? Do we have an idea? Do you want to just do Goonies and Good Morning Vietnam, or do you want to do
Good-
Goonies and
Good news. Vietnam.
Good News Vietnam? Good news Vietnam.
We're leaving.
All right, so that's the
Yeah.
hopefully that's the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I really want to do for, because I had mentioned this before, and I'll bring it back up again. What I really want to do for Cowboy Bebop is I really want to sit down and make notes
Oh yeah.
about those, because there's a lot that I want to get off my chest, and I feel like I can't just do it in a setting where I just speak my mind,
Yeah.
because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
It's so deep.
It is.
I don't know anything about the Bridge. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's a cool space cowboy show.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, it's just
Spacey.
you can look up, not you. Ethan, you can't do this. Don't do this. You can look up. You can look up any video on YouTube about Cowboy Bebop, and there's so much detail. There's so much in depth that everyone. Of course, some people kind of put their opinions out there, but there's a lot that's like beneath the surface that is so good.
Lovingly crafted.
Yes.
A beautiful story.
The music, my dude. But yeah, you guys want to add anything else?
No.
I'm at my limit.
At your limit.
Cool.
Yes, my brain can't handle it.
Even though this was a episode about Monty Python and the Holy Grail, we did talk an awful lot about what we're going to do for our next episode.
Quickly derailed, as with most.
But
yeah,
that's okay.
I mean, there wasn't as much to talk about. Monty Python
yeah.
was a funny movie that kind of was.
I mean,
fun.
the story was kind of bare bones, if there even was
that's,
one.
that's the point. Yeah, it's
funny.
big funny, and
Yeah. But that was good because we needed to have this episode as well where we can sit down and talk about what our next ones are going to be. We have a nice little list, and I'm getting ready for it. And obviously, if anybody out there has any suggestions, what's that?
I said it's anything but little.
Oh yeah, it's it's at least 30.
It's a big listy. Yeah. Well,
I'm not even going to continue. I'm just going to say it was 30. Could be movies. Could be
Could be shows.
That's about it.
Shows 30. Well, I took my final exam today. Other than that, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So
that's
now
all she
you know you
wrote.
passed.
I know I passed my
Doctor
final.
school?
No, not that. I know I passed my final exam. I still have to take other tests, but I took my final exam for my class. I have to take other registration tests, but
I have to refer to you as a PhD now.
that's not. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm pretty sure
I
for
don't-
you to do that, that's illegal.
Don't think legally you can say that.
Whatever.
But you can say that he is a NREMT, right?
You can call me. Yeah, you could call me EMT. That is my official title. And whenever I finish paramedic school, you can call me paramedic. That's my official title.
Call him
I
big
do.
boy medic man.
You can call me
Just
big boy
remember
paramedic
PhD
pants.
is
Yeah, big
Um,
boy paramedic pants.
You can say that.
I'm gonna make you a
as of-
patch with that name on it.
Do it. I'll put it on my backpack.
Oh, I bet I won't.
I'll put it next to my misspelled name on the badge.
Oh yeah,
I got
that's so
given a
great.
badge for work. That was my Class A uniform, and it's supposed to have my name like engraved on it. And they spelled
Etan.
Ethan wrong. It's ETAHN, so it says Etan. And she was like, sorry, took the badge back because apparently everybody's wrong. She was like, sorry, I'll take that and give it back to him. I was like, wait, do you need to keep that and give it back to him? She was like, no, we just have to throw this away and get you one that's spelled right. I was like,
Can I keep
I was like, can I have that one? She was like, oh yeah, sure, here you go. And I was like, I think it's funny. I put it in my backpack. It says E10 EMT.
Is there an Etan? Excuse me, it's Eton.
It's,
Thank you.
I prefer Eton. Thank you very
Eton.
much.
What about Eton?
Eton.
No, it's a hard H.
Yeah.
Etahan.
I prefer Etahan.
Etahan.
It is I. Etahan.
This is wrong.
EMT.
Coming here.
Remember me?
3 is not the number. That
5
Not-
is outright.
not 4. 5 is right out. 2 shall not be the number, excepting to go to 3. Yep.
I didn't realize how early on in the movie the Black Knight was there.
How immediately he got murked. We'll call it a draw. I like it. We'll call it a draw.
Your arm's off. No, it isn't.
No, it isn't. I love denial. It's so perfect.
Just like the Astartes. Brother, you've lost your arm. No, I haven't. It is
Well
over there.
observed, Brother Marcus.
I haven't lost it. It's just not attached anymore.
It is over there.
The Mechanicus will fix me.
Yay, fixed.
Praise be the Mechanicus.
Well,
Heresy.
Militarum. I love the pseudo Latin so much. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up this episode for tonight. There's not a whole lot more to talk about
on this mess.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening. This has been another interesting episode, to say the least, of the Aftermath.
I apologize.
I
you-
do not. Thanks for listening.
If you want to know any of our social media links, or if you want to find us on any of the podcasting platforms, you can look at our link tree, and it has all of our links there. It should be in the description. And
Help! I'm being repressed.
I was waiting for that. He lied in wait for that one moment.
Help! I'm being repressed.
Anyway,
Got up, ran away, full sprint.
until Sir Lancelot running across the field.
Oh, that's the best.
Anyways, until next time, thank you everyone for watching.
Help! I'm being repressed.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
See you later.